Month is all about is to say to thank you for joining us here at HSN, whether you've been shopping for a week or been shopping for over 40 years. Now, in this month, we always do try to bring you the best brands, your favorite products, the things you really need, and this is no exception. As a matter of fact, we've got an HP computer right here. HP, just to kind of dive right in, HP is the #1 selling computer brand in the United States and has been for the last 12 months. And what you're going to get is a computer that you can work from, you can play on, you can do all of your schoolwork, you can travel with, because it only weighs about 3.5 pounds. It's touchscreen, just like your cell phone. So all the pinch and zoom you want to do, you can do that right here. You're going to get Microsoft Office included. So right out of the box, you're ready to go. And all of the things you like to do on your computer. I like to shop. I do have to do a lot of, research and things like that. I can do it on my HP. Now, all you're doing today is choosing which color you want. And it's great that we've got some exclusive colors, but otherwise you get everything else. I want to draw your attention right back here to the aqua marine sky. It's beautiful, and there's the mouse that comes right along with it. I'll drop down to the sun-kissed plum. I think that's my favorite. We're gonna show you more of that and see this swirl on the mouse. That's also what the inside of the computer looks like. This one is called Midnight Blue, and it's really, think of almost like a pewter blue. It's very, very metallic, it's really beautiful. And then lastly, we've got it for you in that diamond white, and it's most limited in the diamond white. We have a lot to share with you, but the fact that not only are you getting the computer, you're getting the mouse, you're getting software and vouchers that come included. This deal should be closer to $600. And again, I even think that would be a great deal, but we took $200 off of that price. We've got free shipping. If you want to spread out the payment, you can do that. It's $80 on any major credit card. But if you have an HSN card, use that one, because if you do, you're going to have a 12-month VIP financing, which would make your computer, so to speak, flex pay, $33.33 for 12 months, but you still get the computer now. And one other thing before we dive into details is that if you don't have an HSN card, get one, because you get a lot of benefits. The first benefit that you would get is that we give you $15. We put it in your account and you can use it towards any purchase that you make at HSN. Just visit hsn.com/HSN card to go ahead and get yours. But I want you to learn all the fun features about your new computer. So we brought in the absolute hands-down expert, Aaron Berger, who's really been helping us to learn about tech and technologies in such an easy way for so many years. We love having you here.
Thank you. I love seeing you. I always tell people, Tamara and Adam Freeman, the two hosts here, were really my two first personal friends at this network. We've known each other for almost 20 years, and it's always just fantastic to see you and to present with you. And what a fun thing to get to show everybody, right? Actually, one thing, Tamara went over the colors with you guys, but something you haven't seen is, so on two of them, the two exclusive colors, the teal and the plum, they have these really special keyboards as well. So I thought I'd spend just a minute, if that's okay, showing you that. So look, would you look at that?
Beautiful.
I saw Jay King in the back. That looks like a Kingman mine, almost turquoise to me. It's just so daggone pretty, almost like a watercolor. If you're gonna use your computer all day, which we all do, you might as well love it. It might as well be aesthetically pleasing and not just, kind of gray. So that is your teal, and let me just set that back over here.
I love that one.
And then the one that we very rarely see is this plum, almost dressed to match it, not quite. It's a borderline clash match, kind of thing. But anyway, there's the interior, kind of like a striated or a watercolor paint on the plum. So if you love either one of those, I would certainly go for them. This is Customer Appreciation Month, as Tamara said, and what you may or may not know, HP is not only the #1 selling brand in America, the #1 selling computer brand, I should say, in America, it's the #1 selling brand, period, at HSN for everything that Tamara and all my buddies at HSN sell, all the great health, fashion, fitness, beauty, cooking, jewelry, you name it. HSN sells more HP than any other single brand. And I bring that up for a reason. This is Customer Appreciation Month, and this is our Customer Appreciation computer. A computer that every other day. It's a great deal at $600, but at less than $400, you're gonna love this computer. Let me show you some reasons why, okay? The first thing, so there's that HP name though, I'll remind you of it as we go through the presentation, because you're basically walking into the store, and it can be intimidating to walk into a store and buy a laptop. There are a lot from which to choose, and there's a lot of, you know, specs and all that kind of stuff. You're saying, I'd like the #1 brand in America. I would like it at like a third off, and then I want all the #1 features, and those are what I'm gonna show you. So first things first, the 15-inch screen. There's lots of different screen sizes from which to choose in laptops. There's 14-inch screen, there's 17-inch screen, there's an 11-inch screen. The #1 selling screen size in America, it's this. Many people call it the Goldilocks size. It's the 15.6-inch size. So feel good about that. Again, you know, you're walking and you're saying, I want the #1 brand in America, but I want it at a third off. I want the #1 screen size in America, done. And then this is really what changes everything. You see that this is a touch screen too. So touch screen makes everything so much easier. Look how pretty. You want to see, you know, how pretty that outfit is or anything like that more clearly. It's just a matter of pinching and zooming. So you have this 15-inch screen, this #1 screen size in the country that's really on the go with you, easy in your backpack, easy. We'll actually show you in a minute. I'll give you a heads up for it. I really won't get into it, but we have beautiful cases, Harrafin cases available in 4 colors as well. We'll do that in just a little bit. So it's this great little like portable size, but you want to see something more clearly on the screen, even though it is this great portable size, you can, look, just pinch, just zoom. That's how simple it is. In fact, I'll go down, as we all, none of us are getting any younger, right? Not one of us. It is the universal human condition. That's right. Something that would be fine print under most circumstances. I can't read. I can read that says free exchanges and easy returns, barely, because I'm actually reading this on a monitor kind of, I don't know, probably a dozen feet away from me. But look at. When you pinch and when you zoom, you can read that, and I'm not even doing it on the screen. I'm, again, doing it on a monitor that's 12 feet away from me. We want you to love what you buy. If you don't, send it back within 30 days. Need the same item in a different size or color, we'll ship you your exchange for free. So we are proud of the small print here that HSN and HP do together. But the point is, it doesn't have to be reading glasses on, reading glasses off. When you have a touch screen, you have the #1 screen size, so that most convenient, really portable screen size. But if you want to enjoy something really big, you know, almost as though, Tam, you were using a desktop computer, you know, 24-inch screen or something like that, you can do it just with a little pinch zoom.
You can do it, and you see how simple that is. That's what we do on our phones every day. And if you have a computer that you can't do that, and you're saying that's something that I miss, you've got it right here. So that's included. And usually when you find a computer out there, if you've been shopping out there for a while, when you find that with touchscreen, the price is more just because it's got that touchscreen feature, but this one is included at our sale price, all right? I want you to watch as you are maybe shopping for your new computer. Maybe you're upgrading from a computer that you've had for a long time and you love it, and it's an HP, but it's time to get a new one. Or maybe this is gonna be, I mentioned just a little bit ago with our Today Special, if this is gonna be a graduation gift for somebody and you wanna get them a computer that they can grow with, you're looking at it right here. So, free shipping, $200 off, all of the features. This is your time to go ahead and shop.
Yeah, it's a great time to do it. So we've got HP, the #1 computer brand in America, #1 selling brand, period, at HSN. So when the buyers at HSN say, hey, HP, it's appreciation month, don't screw around. This is what you get, frankly. Yeah. You get a 15-inch, you get a touchscreen, you get these beautiful exclusive colors, these really stunning colors. Creature comforts. I'll talk about the creature comforts in a little bit, but things like a biometric fingerprint reader. Do you know what that means? You don't have to remember passwords anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
You just have to remember your thumbprint or your index finger. Any of your prints will work. I'll show you that in a few minutes. There's a backlit keyboard. There's this really smart and really safe, not only high definition, True Vision high def camera built in, but also a safety shutter that goes over it. But I want to talk about AMD. I want to talk about this processor for a minute. You guys see this? I am so excited to have AMD back. I have not had an AMD Radeon Silver processor for a really long time. This is the Athlon series, I should say, excuse me, of processor. When we think about AMD, the things we really think about are graphics, are really, really smooth multitasking. Here's one way to talk about it. AMD is found, for example, in Xbox, PlayStation. So like those really complicated gaming, you know, if your computer or your, in that case, a console can game, can do those sort of graphics, then when it does the things that you and I do every day, shopping online, doing a little Facebook, you know, doing some Word, Excel, PowerPoint, we'll get to that. Microsoft 365 is included and built in. That's a $70 value as well. We'll get there in a few minutes. You've got an AMD processor to really, really speed through things very, very quickly. And again, particularly when we think about video or we think about graphics. In fact, I can even show you, look at this. This is a 3D game.
Wow.
Look at that video. Is that stunning or what? One of the reasons why I love kind of explaining this, it's not super techy, but I think it'll make sense to most people. So AMD versus other, and there's a lot of great processor companies, but AMD was the first to develop an integrated, what's called an accelerated processing unit. Most computers have a central processor and a graphics processor. So basically they get the information in their central processor, and then if it's graphic related, if it's video, games, those kind of things, and all of us do video, you know, even if you're not a gamer, we do video all the time. You do a search and video comes up, right? Your computer has to run video well. So anyway, most computers that don't have an accelerated processing unit have a central processor and a graphics processor. So they get the information on their central processor, and then there's about 3 steps. Then it gets to the graphics processor, and it starts to process the graphical information. That's not what happens in here. It's interlaced. So I'll show you here. It's what's called, I gotta show you guys my great, this is my fancy demo. It's called an accelerated processing unit. So instead of a central processor and a graphic processor, inside this, there's one processing unit. AMD makes both and interlaces them. So it goes right from thought to image without those 3 steps in between. I hope that explains, because you look at this and you'll see when you get it and you usually think, darn, this is fast. Why is this faster? That's why. That's the technology that actually makes it faster to use.
Wow, I like that. And I think we can understand that if I can cut out those 3 steps,
that's right,
and just interlace it,
that's right,
it's going to be more seamless. And everything that we do is video based. Even when we're shopping, even when you're shopping at hsn.com, you see videos. You might be watching us right now on a computer, all video based. So it's so nice that you've got that power and that technology in a computer that you didn't even pay $400 for, which I love. Now I will tell you, and this is just a little kind of inside secret. So we brought this in, we've got it for you during Customer Appreciation Month. You've got all of the features that we're talking about, and we're sending it to you for free shipping. The thing is, we can't bring in 20,000 at this value. We can only bring in a very limited number, and then we spread that out over all 4 of the colors for you. So if there's a color, especially an exclusive color that you want, like the sun-kissed plum, or like the aquamarine sky, if those are 2 that you're really considering, while you're listening and watching what your new computer can do, I want you to go ahead and pop it in your shopping cart and go ahead and check out to make sure that you get it. We also have the midnight navy and we have the diamond white, okay? Diamond white, let me push this down so you can see. Diamond white is the most limited now at this point. Only about 200 of them left. And again, typically when we try to bring in literally tens of thousands. When we have 200 left.
Yeah, we have a tenth of that, right?
That's right. Go ahead and start picking it up while you're watching, because the funny thing is, Aaron, we know we need something new long before we actually go ahead and get it. If you are saying I need a new computer, you've been needing that new computer for probably 8 months, if not longer.
Great point.
Why do we kind of are waiting for the best deal, waiting for the best value.
Push it back a little.
Push it back a little. You've got it right here, hsn.com, or use that QR code to get it.
2 things you should know about that. Very often we'll air computers kind of, day after day, and this is my final airing on this computer until next weekend.
Oh, wow.
So there's a good chance that we'll have 2 of these colors will be gone by the time I air it next weekend. Final airing is right now, scheduled airing until next weekend. That's number one. The other thing Tamara just mentioned about pushing it back, I don't want to belabor this point, but I do want to make it really clear it's important. Many of us still use Windows 10. About 400 million of us in the US still use Windows 10.
Oh my gosh.
So a couple of us.
Yeah.
Windows 10 is being discontinued by Microsoft on October 14th of this year, of 2025. So that means it will no longer update. It will no longer be safe in terms of, when you're trying to do virus protection and that kind of stuff. Microsoft will not support it anymore starting October 14th. So this happens every year. Microsoft discontinues support on an old operating system. Their computer sales go through the roof because people need to buy and you need to anyway. Here's the thing to also, I'm not, this is not political in any way, but we all watch the news. It's very hard to believe that anything that is especially built overseas is going to be less expensive 6 months from now than it is today. This is landed, this is here, this is in the country, this is ready for you, and that's frankly why it's less than $400. The other thing to sort of note on that is not only as the year goes on, do I suspect, and I think many of us do, that things will get more expensive, there will also be a huge demand for computers because again, October 14th, Windows 10 is no longer supported by Windows. So again, I don't want to belabor it, but I do want to make it clear, this is a great opportunity. This might be the best time you see for a long, long, long time, maybe even this year, to get a computer like this color, #1 screen size, with all these features, with the touch screen, with that awesome Athlon processor inside, with the AMD Radeon graphics. I do want to remind everyone as well, we're including, and this by itself on Microsoft, retail prices can vary, but the everyday price on Microsoft is $69.99 for Microsoft 365. Many of us call this Microsoft Office still. It's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. All 7 of the Microsoft Office programs, we have in fact not only paid for it for a full year, which is almost a flex pay, if you want to think about it that way. We've also pre-installed it on your computer for you, so it's ready to go from the minute you get it home.
Nice.
Pretty good stuff, right?
And we're using those all the time anyway.
I use Word and Excel literally every single day. I know many of you use PowerPoint, many of you use Outlook. I use Outlook every day too, what am I saying? So you're using them, you want them. Often when we sell a computer, we will give you the option of buying it with, or we'll charge you an extra $50, $60, $70. We will give you an option of getting it without or to get it with, very often $50, $60, $70. Often $50, we're able to do a little bit of a break on it, but to just include it, period, not charge extra, that's a really exciting thing. On
a computer, that's a touchscreen, that amazing 15-inch screen size, it's only 3.5 pounds, it comes with the fingerprint access as well, which again, all of those add up. So if you ever have had an opportunity to build a computer, you always want the best of everything. You always want the #1 here, I want the best here, I want the latest technology here. It's got to be fast, it's got to be, store everything I need to store. I've got to be able to easily use it. It's got to be safe and protected. You've got all of that here with this HP. So as you're seeing it on sale, and I love to Aaron's point because I didn't know that they were going to discontinue an operating system that maybe you've been using on your computer that you're holding on to, and you're thinking, I'm gonna just try to squeak out a little bit more time on that computer. Just know the clock is officially ticking, all right? So don't wait until that point where it just becomes, I've got to just get what I can get. You still have an opportunity to get something that you want, not something, the only thing that was available. Look at how you're going to shop and interact with your brand new computer. If you're shopping right now, hsn.com, use any credit card, it's $80 to get this home. If this is gonna be a graduation gift for somebody, but they're not graduating until the end of May or the end of June, but we have this for you now, go ahead and get it now. I don't know what we're gonna have at the end of May or the end of June for that graduation gift, but I know we have these right now. And if you want them in white, we have fewer than 200 remaining in the white diamond. This is midnight blue. We call it midnight. It's not super dark. more metallic and slate color. This one is the aquamarine sky.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries,
Excuse me, but I want to show you guys the keyboard on this one too, because I think it really, is that gorgeous?
Beautiful.
This has been a top seller here. It's like, it feels like you're going on a Caribbean vacation, you know? Every time you open your computer, I think it's so pretty.
I love it. Do you know how much we spend on like beautifying our things that we've already paid for? I love that this one comes beautiful in aquamarine sky and in that sun-kissed plum as well.
Here's the sun-kissed plum. So this one really is quite pretty on the inside as well. Couple of creature comforts I'd love to talk about. And then we're going to get into safety as well. Not only is it exciting to get Windows 11, the latest operating system from Microsoft, but it's Windows 11 in S mode. So in a few minutes, I'll talk about that. The short version is you don't have to worry about antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware. That's all baked in on this computer. So it saves you a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of hassle. But let's talk creature comforts for a minute. So one of my favorite things, there have been a few sort of innovations in laptops since I've been selling them, almost 2 decades. I would say touchscreen is number one. Like, I can't live without a touchscreen anymore. Backlit keyboard is huge. And then this fingerprint reader, once you don't have to remember passwords anymore, your whole life just changed. Like, it is such a big help. This is what's called a biometric fingerprint reader. Another way to say this is you're never going to have to remember another password. Take a look. So here I am on my computer. I'm not logged in yet. The way I'm going to log in is I'm just going to take my little pointer finger, take any of your fingers actually, but that's the one that I've chosen here, touch it to the biometric fingerprint reader, and boop, it's open. It's that simple. And then extrapolating that a little bit further, because your various web browsers will remember passwords for you. And I just locked myself out of the computer on purpose to show you. I have this set up actually on 2 fingers, on my thumb as well. So you'll see me open it with my thumb. Because your web browser will remember passwords for you, you don't have to remember individual passwords to individual websites as well. So you don't have to remember, does this one have a capital? Does this one have special characters? This one 12 characters or 14 letters or what? Who cares, right? It just remembers it all for you, and it does it safely. So that's number one. Here's the next thing. I should have given my crew a heads up. Oh, you guys are amazing. They knew already. We're going to turn all the lights out in the studio, because another feature that I'm nuts about, awesome, thank you guys. Have a little nap here. No, not really. Let me show you. Touch one button and look you can see the keyboard. This is a backlit keyboard. A backlit keyboard is the kind of thing you find on $1,000 computers. Even the HSN deal price, which was a great price, almost $600. But if you bought all this separately everywhere else, with the mouse and with the Microsoft 365, with the backlit keyboard, with the biometric fingerprint reader, good luck. I mean, it is the sort of features you see on $1,000 machines all day long, every day. So I love that there's the backlit keyboard. And then one other really nice thing, there's a high definition HP TrueVision high def camera right here. So whether you're doing Zoom or Skype's actually going away soon. It's going to Teams, but anyway, and I think May 5th, they're getting rid of Skype, and it's transferring over to Teams.
Everything is being retired.
Things change, you know.
Oh my gosh.
The only constant is change, as we know in our own lives here lately, right?
Yes, that's true.
The only constant is change, and that's going to be a big change. But the good news is all of your various webcamming can be done here. And you know what else is really neat? This is a nice little advanced feature. There is a security shutter. Do you see that security shutter right there? So what that means is you just want to make sure someone's not in your computer and watching, right, and looking through. Or even, this has happened to me often on calls, I'll think, oh, I'm not going to turn the video on, but then the whole time I'm like, is the video on? Because I'm in my pajamas. Like, sure, I haven't done my hair for 2 days. That kind of thing. It's so nice to know, you just go boop, and you know, because that's a physical
Yes.
Isn't that a nice feature?
That
Many
is
of us have
nice.
spent, the past couple of decades with a Post-it note. We are upgrading from the Post-it note. You don't have to have a Post-it note over your webcam anymore.
So funny.
Right?
You
It's
see that.
true.
I know we're laughing. Some of you do have the Post-it note. I understand. But now you've got that shutter. This is the thing that the team at HP. They listen, they understand, you give feedback, and they really upgrade the computers that they're offering now for the way we want to use them. Whether it's the shutter on that camera so you can feel confident that you've got privacy when you have this at home, or whether it's the biometric fingerprint reader, because I can't remember a password to save my life. It is a constant back and forth with my husband. He's like, why can't you remember your password? Because they keep changing the parameters and I can't remember.
Why are you getting on my case anyway?
I know. And that's the thing now, you know, argument solved because I can just touch it. And that's the idea too, is that you have a computer that is, you're gonna use it the way you use it, not the way they made it and you're kind of forced into that box. You're gonna use it the way you use it. If you like to game, you can game. If you like to stream movies, you can do that as well. If you're just shopping, woman after my own heart, guy after my own heart, go ahead and do it and pick it up, pinch and zoom, get as close as you need to, and do it while it's on sale, while it's on free shipping. Because to your point, I don't know what we're going to have in the next month, 2 months. I don't know what those prices look like. I only know what we have today, and I only know that we don't have thousands of them even today. So choose your exclusives in Aquamarine Sky or Sunkissed Plum, or choose the Midnight Blue or the Diamond White. You get everything else that we're sharing with you here.
You see something really cool. I don't know. I think I've shown you this, Tamara, but I'm not sure. This is something you've seen, okay?
Yes.
Available extra. It's called the Sling, and I think it's probably like the coolest gadgety invention thing we've had for a couple of years. So this goes on your computer. That's just a tape strip. You take the tape strip off and you put it on the back of your computer. You're thinking, well, why do you do that? I'm going to stand up because I'm going to show it to you that way. So a couple of things. Number one, it gives you a really a nice angle for typing. You know, it just pops it up a little bit. That's number one. Number two, you now have a really easy way to grab your computer and carry it. But this is, sorry, my IFB's popping out, but this is the real deal. What about when you need both your hands, right? Coffee in one hand, keys in the other. The Sling. Have you ever?
Have
you ever?
I'm telling you, Aaron, the first time Aaron did that, my heart actually stopped. Like, did he just drop the computer? No, it's the Sling.
Yeah, that's the Sling. And whether you've got a PC or a Mac, 17-inch computer, 15-inch computer, I just think it's the smartest thing since sliced bread. So that is the Sling system, retractable laptop strap and stand. And then one other thing I want to show you. I only have one color out here with me. But we have 4 colors. We have blue, we have ivory, we have gray, and we have this red. This is the Harrison laptop bag. So smart. Such a nice, easy way to protect your computer. It has 2 pockets, so you can say organized, which is nice. Not many do. I love